Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, did the game fucking crash? Oh, I was gonna have that on as like background music. What the fuck? Okay. Uh welcome. Welcome to a Wednesday night, Thursday past midnight stream. Apologies for not sitting around for a couple of minutes there. I had to evacuate my bowels before I evacuate them on stream when Keela shows up. I don't want to be sad. I don't need that. I don't need to be doing that on stream. Okay, let me double check a couple of things, and I have to actually get the game capture set up properly. Totally professional. Absolute professional. Check my social media bits. Okay. Okay, yeah, YouTube ends good. I'm gonna double check the Twitch. Okay, yep. Yep. Alright, we're good. We're glorious. We're gonna do this. Okay, so I'm hoping that there is not a problem. You see, I tried to stream this a couple weeks back, but the settings that I had for OBS was too much for, I guess, my graphics card to handle. Like I was on P5 instead of P4, so slow good quality instead of like slow medium quality. So my computer just kind of shit the bed. And it was really hard to do things like, I don't know, walk in a straight line or, not walk for 12 seconds because my GPU is like, I guess I'm processing the keyboard. And then it's just like, it's a little hard to walk and shoot like that. So I'm hoping this is fixed. I've tested it previously, just like streaming to a private thing, so to like nobody, but should be good. I'm okay. The other issue that I need to figure out is happening or not is if Stream Elements is being a bastard and is not allowing one or both of my chats in. You see, I'm multi-streaming. I have my Twitch and I have my YouTube, and if it's not popping chat up properly, we have a problem. And it's at least Stream Elements, so I think I could fix that live, but I don't want to have to do that. I want my chat to be up here, right up here, right here, right here, and I don't want to have to touch it over and over again. But we'll see. We will see. So, and also in addition, I've still been playing, even though I haven't done a stream of it. And while I was trying to figure out what the hell the problem was, which I figured it out, I was doing MechWarrior streams, but I've also been playing this on the side. So I have all kinds of things. Most of these bags are full, by the way. I'm also almost level 26. We'll be hitting that by the end of the night. But I've got a lot of nice things. This I just got from the Christmas tree. This is basically a Russian 50 cal. It's in 9.3 by 64. So it's a little bit less than a 50 cal, but it's more like the Russian 338 Lapua, which I don't have one. A Lapua, that is. But I want one. God, I want a Mjolnir so bad. Okay. Otherwise, I turned in a couple of quests before I started, just so I could get some things out of the way. I don't know if these headphones are any good. They're XLs, and I don't use XLs. I use contacts, so I might just end up selling that. But I've got a slick plate. I stole this off a guy last night. No, not last night. Like maybe 2 nights ago. So I've got like 2 slick plates, which is pretty awesome. They're very good pieces of armor. I'm just gonna slip them down here. I have plenty of suits. Maybe not a bunch of rigs, but rigs are cheap, and I know what I like. But I got a couple spare armor rigs here and here. This one, I need to hold on to it for quest stuff. I've got some AK-103s from the Christmas tree. I was able to get a FLIR, so a thermal scope from Jaeger earlier this week, which was pretty awesome. So I've got plenty of toys. Maybe a few too many. Maybe a few too many. Just a few. Just a few. I'm a Luke Goblin, if you can't tell. Let me real quick check my Steph's view. Yep, that might just be myself. Is the chat functioning? If there's anyone viewing in chat, real quick, can I just get a quick message? And no, I'm not trying to farm engagement. I want to make sure this is working real quick. If I have to fix something, I'm going to be mad. I will be very disappointed. Actually, I can just test it myself. What am I thinking? I am being stupid. Okay, that's not popping up there. What about the YouTube end? See, I can see it in the OBS, but I can't see it on the stream, which is what I would like to be able to do. Okay, it's in there. So that means we have a stream elements issue. Motherfucker. Why you no do this? You see, I had like a couple of days where it was working just fine. And that's something I am going to have to fix at this point. God damn it. God damn it. Ugh, that surely would be easy. No, it's not. There's a bunch of stupid things in the way. Okay, this is the overlay. Okay, so the YouTube end is working. Do I have to fucking have it open? Because that didn't show up until I opened the page on... there. What about here? So that's YouTube. So what about Twitch? Test. Do. Can I adjust opacity of this? Okay, so it shows up on that overlay, but I need all of this to be together. Why do you not do this together? Okay, two chats at once. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, is my SE live not up? is it? Fuck you. I guess that's not it. How am I supposed to fix this? I had it working. I had it working like 2 weeks ago. It was working just fine. Why does it do this? What if... Okay, what if I throw it? Could I... Shit, I don't know. So the Twitch one is what's working right now. That's what's going to be showing up on the screen above. What I don't have is the YouTube end. I mean, it's workable. The Twitch chat is usually what's more lively, at the least. However, I'm not happy about it. Okay, so they're both there. Okay, they're both linked. Well, damn. Okay. Okay, so at least the Twitch end is gonna be working, I guess. Oh, I got a like, apparently, from Twitch and Kick promoter. Cool. I don't know if I'd ever go to Kick. It's a lot of gambling on there. I'm not a big gambler, frankly. Or at least that's what most people seem to be up to on there. Okay, so what's on the docket for tonight? As far as what are we going to be doing? I want to get some quests done. That's been my goal for the past week or so, is at least getting like 1 or 2 quests done a day. I've neglected a lot of the story bits, which I probably should be doing those, but side quests are also very important. So probably end up focusing on some of these. Got a few fun ones, but we're reaching the point of the game where in previous playthroughs, this might be the furthest I've gotten, at least on some of these quest lines, especially the newer stuff. Well, new-ish stuff where they added stuff in. So it's gonna be fun. Humanitarian supplies. I could at least do the markers. I don't know where the trucks are at exactly, but I can figure it out. Signal. 2 of those signal jammer locations are going to be easy. One of them is hard because Goon Squad. I've taken them out once so far alone, but that was on customs, and that was in a far favorable situation. Them on shoreline at the weather station is a completely different ordeal. Mostly because A, they have the high ground, and B, there's not a lot of cover up there. And rocks, I don't like rocks for cover because they're hard edges and not solid walls where I can just cleanly peek. It's a mild nightmare. Scout the garages. Okay, I would need to I need to find him. Our driver. Small backpack. The other thing is it's winter time. I'll just store that in there. It's winter time. Let's put that on suppressed eagles. That'll work. So with the winter time, my main loadout I've been running with has been where's that helmet? Where did I put that damn thing? Here it is. It's a Neo Steel with nods. They're not the best, but they're the best I can get. The N15s. And this flashlight, which constantly has the infrared on it so that I can see better with the goggles on, because night vision's a little odd in this game, but it still works. However, it's not the most optimal. So I have the light on, but it's wintertime, which if you're not wearing a warm hat, you will literally get frostbite and freeze to death. So I don't have that luxury. So it's mostly been daytime operations only, at least until winter is over, which Christmas is done on the 11th. So I've got 3 days technically till Christmas is over. And then after that, it is... I don't think the snow's going to go away, but everything else is going to get relatively back to normal. Yeah, let's go ahead and take all of it. think I've been storing these in Russian heavy. Yep. Yep, that's the right box. Alright. I have a quest to kill, I think, 5 more PMCs with this rifle. It's actually very nice. You just gotta use this rifle with this scope and this suppressor. So it's not a big deal. It's good rifle. It shooty shoot pretty well. I'm not big worried. I do want to use this tonight, but I want to try to get some of this wood stuff done. One of the things I have to do is I have to find the driver of the... Where is it? Where did I put all those? I have to find the driver of the BTR, and I have to drop off some stuff for him. There we go. He needs these for his truck, for BTR. Gun truck. Giant gun truck. And I need to get the last spot searched. Let's just bring 50K. Just so I got enough to get in and out. But I gotta drop these off to him, and then I gotta search another spot for another part of his quest. So that's at least the plan for right now. Food. Yeah, I can get away without a secondary. It's woods. So, like I said, this at least worked with streaming to a private bit while playing a couple of rounds on like 2 different maps. So this should work. It should. So we'll see. If I have a problem, I can just adjust. I should just be able to stop for a second and then adjust the OBS setting and then jump back in. It should only take like 30 seconds to a minute to figure that out. Reconnecting and everything is going to take another minute. But hopefully we won't have a problem. Here's to hoping. I haven't been using my faces enough. I need to memorize them. Happy, sad, sus, what the fuck, and pissed off. Okay. Actually, I should alter those. I should swap the keys for these two out. It's like sus and then angry on the other arrow key. Alright, here we go. Alright, sweet, no lag. We're good. Hopefully this all still looks good on the stream end. So we don't have a lot of time. At least with what ooh. Okay, I've already turned one in for So It Good. I've got another, but that is a really good vest. 50 kilos already. Okay, that makes me heavy. I can make do. BTR driver, if I can find him, can take me places. Since I'm on this side of the map already, I'm going to check the scav bunker so I can get to that marked circle. There might be something nice there. There also might be dudes inside. Or I might have someone bust down the door. We'll see. Hopefully I can get this new suit out. Because the Gazelle white is very good. The green's even better. It's just a little heavier, I think. But the white is a solid suit. I wish I had another one of these, but I don't. Actually, I think I do. I think I made one last night and I grabbed it before I got on. I just hope it's all there. Just checking something. Down there is village. I don't hear gunfire yet, so it might mean the PMCs are elsewhere. They're the ones I'm mostly worried about. Because this little bunker, they will wander into it if they're looking for loot or ammo or supplies. Them kicking open the door is about the only warning I'm gonna get unless I can hear him on the headset. Should be right around the rock. I really need to get an angle sight for this, good lord. Oh, free ammo. Okay. Okay, first things first, check the circle. Rust post vehicle. I don't know what that is yet. It's probably on streets, and I've never really been on... Is this literally it? Cool key, I guess. Gonna take those. I might be able to make some of my own frags. That's money. I thought for half a second that might have been a car battery. I was about to scream. Okay, there's a bot jumping in on the chat as usual, and I don't mean to complain super hard. However, that did not pop up on... I think, do I have to keep the stream elements fucking open? I'm pretty sure it might have the YouTube overlay open is what I've got, I think. So no, I'll have to fix that. Ooh, Axel. I'll just have to fix that later. I can't. I'm already in the raid. I can't be wasting time. Okay, nothing. So I'm gonna get around the mountain. That sounds like Sturman's already having fun. I managed to kill him once. It was snowing heavy, it was kind of dark outside. And I iced him. And I vogged one of his guards. I didn't realize until the end of the game. Just chucked a nade over the wall and it landed right at his feet. Do not break my legs. And we're good. This game's also beautiful with the snow. Like, whenever they introduced wintertime to Tarkov, it was kind of a breath of fresh air. I think it's only been around for like 3 years. But I love it. High contrast. So you can see people a lot better, but I just like snow in games. It's just beautiful. Pretty sure it's close to the sniper's rock. Okay, yeah, there's the gate that leads. Oh, shit. What did you think you were trying there, pal? I thought that was a PMC for a second. Although if it was a PMC, he would have hit me. At least once. take his face mask. I need to stash one of those around here. Oh, he was loaded. At least want to keep that ram stick. That's worth money. The funny part about... So ram used to be like a white item, I guess. It used to be fairly easy to find them. But Tarkov has this habit of replicating real-life scenarios into the game. Like, Bitcoin used to not be worth much, and then Bitcoin IRL exploded in price. So then Bitcoins also exploded in price. It kind of ruined the economy, / reshaped it, but that's fine. If you find one, they're pretty valuable. Well, RAM is now harder to find because AI companies and all that bullshit. So it's harder to find. It's now a purple item, and they sell for a lot more. Like a lot more. Okay, there's the logs. I need to keep going a little bit. 9 times out of 10, I find the BTR driver. Somewhere over here. Usually by this checkpoint. I don't know how often he runs a circle around the map, but hopefully I can catch him. Speaking of catch, excuse me, sir, you're running. I'm not good at shooting on the move. At least shooting targets on the move. Don't judge my aim. I can do it every once in a while, but not every time. And usually with scopes I'm used to using. This one, not quite so much. I like my 1.6s. This is a 1.8. Okay, we're getting a little close to that. Okay, there's the road. I can wait a couple of minutes. At the least, I'm close to the extract already, because it's just right down over there. In case Mr. BTR is not here. I hope it's not at me. That would be unfortunate. Hello? I swear I've heard footsteps on the left side. Maybe I did. This, I'm stupid. That's just me. Still got my food and water. I don't have to drink quite yet. Ooh, I'll take that. Reminder, I have the ears of a horse. Can we search faster? I know there's probably someone else around. Nothing in the pooper. Oh. Okay, that wouldn't... Those are grizzly slugs. Those wouldn't go through my armor easily, but anything not my armor... Yeah, I'm losing a limb there. I don't need to be losing my fingies. Yoink. Okay, I don't like sitting still for too long. Loot this place up, chill for a couple minutes, see if BTR guy shows up, because I at least want to give him the fuel conditioner and get that out of the way. I don't know if he is going to show up. I don't know if he spawns every time. I hope he does. But he stops like right here. Oh. That's money. Okay, I need that. I can leave that. These are a diamond dozen. I need it, but not right now. I found those everywhere. Really, all I have to do is go to interchange and just start grabbing. Plenty of matches. Guard cabins. Pretty sure I've already got that key. I already did the quest for it. Nice. FD drive. I don't have the slots for that. Oof. Alright. So, we're just going to chill in here for a few minutes. We're going to try to see if we're going to wait for the bus. Hey, welcome to the stream, Stella. Oh, glad you finally showed up. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw those DMs. There's another issue with stream elements. So like 2 streams ago, it quit doing YouTube and Twitch chat at the same time in my little chat box. So I get to figure that out tomorrow as to why that is. So I can see you in the chat in the OBS side, but it's not popping up here. And that makes me sad because things are broken. And I'm disappointed. Right now, as far as what I'm doing, I'm waiting on a guy to show up in a big APC because he needs fuel stuff, and I wanted to give it to him. I don't think he showed up on this round. Push comes to shove, my exit is literally just right down there, but I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, see if he shows up. He's supposed to do rounds around the map, so that's what I'm up to. How you going tonight? Excuse me, what was that? Someone's chucking grenades back there. Also, how's the quality? It was working pretty well when I did the test stream like a couple weeks back. This is the first time actually doing it, but I'm not getting any keyboard lag or anything, so whatever the problem was, it's fixed. At least on my end, it looks like it's doing well on the YouTube and Twitch side, minus chat technical difficulties. 11 minutes. I don't think this guy's gonna show up. Fuck it. I can just get him on the next round. I don't want to waste my strength stim. Just start hoofing it. It's also snowing. Damn, Sturman. Get him. Yeah, it is also snowing. It is winter in Tarkov. It is lovely. I'm happy. Winter in Tarkov is something I look forward to like every year since it came out, because it's just so nice. Truck! That's him! There's my boy. Yes! Look at him. He's all dolled up for Christmas. You're late, sir. I have something for you. I hope you're happy.
Куда релокейшн делает?
There's also one place for cards. So the other quest I have for that guy is, locate marked spray BTR goods and base marker. Okay, so I just have to find another downed BTR. The other one is shipping delay part 2. There's a spot he can take me to that I don't have time to visit. The drive would take too long and I'm too heavy to get back here and then walk back over there. Where I have to go check his depot, which I already had to gather a package from there, which I already got that done. But I've got to search one more building, and I just didn't have time to find the building when I went there the first time. And apparently there's good stuff there, but he leaves after like 2 minutes, and there's also scavs there. And the only way out without using the truck is a precarious walk across, like, a train track with a train on it to get back to the regular spot on the map. Otherwise, there's landmines and snipers. Enjoy your day, sir. He's kind of fun. The BTR guy is fun. One of the things I've done in that spot is there's scavs and PMCs that can show up, sometimes both at once, and you know they'll try to shoot each other and they'll try to shoot at me. Well, if you stand in between them and the BTR, if they shoot and they hit the BTR, he gets pissed at them scratching the paint, and you know, hits them with that big cannon on top. It's kind of funny. Of course, you don't get credit for the kills because it's him, but anyone who shoots at him, he's got a problem with, and then they just get obliterated. It's awesome. Okay, no one on the big machine gun. Honestly, I have yet to see a bunch of scavs around at the scav house, as that place is called. I don't know why they're, like, never there. Sometimes they're out in the woods over here, but they're never... Excuse me, they're never over here. Also, as far as stream plans for the rest of the week, tomorrow I gotta be an adult and figure some of these issues out. I'm gonna start throwing out a few more applications for works because it's well past like New Year's and stuff like that. So maybe people are hiring, or at least now looking to do that because it's post holidays. So there's that. Probably sort more of my giant coin collection from my job / also basically spending cash everywhere. I've sorted like one of my smaller coin containers, and there was like $75 fucking in that. Mostly it was quarters, but $75 just in that one. And I've got a couple of bags that are just sorted, like one full of pennies, one of dimes, nickels, quarters, stuff like that. but the bag of quarters is about double the volume of like the $25 of quarter bags that I've sorted before. So I might be looking at like almost $50 on there just alone, but I've still got like two more big containers. So that's groceries for like 2 months right there, if spent wisely and rationed properly. So it wasn't that bad. Not too much action. The woods can be very quiet at times, though, unless Sturman is ripping off. Come on, game. Oh, yeah, I'm playing alone. Hello, I saw your first message. Welcome back, I suppose. Um, you kind of missed the end. Oh, he gave me maps for that. Hell yeah. You kind of missed some of the commentary bits, I suppose. Oh, Rico Wendy, hello. Welcome to the chat. Uh, I just finished a woods. I finished a woods run. I dropped off some fuel conditioner for a guy driving a BTR because he needed it. And I also found this really nice vest, which I'm going to keep. It is mine now. So, yeah, I'm playing alone right now, because it's late at night, and I don't think anybody else is on at this point. But I haven't exactly been super active in the little Tarkov group. I took a small break from Tarkov, and then I just jumped right back into it when the winter stuff started, because I really love it when it's wintertime, because it's just nice and snowy. It's just pretty. Oh, the friend from the MechWarrior streams. Currently, he's at work, and he works until his schedule was Sunday through Thursday. So Friday and Saturday night is when we're going to be doing probably doing more MechWarrior streams. That's the plan, at least, because that's when he's off, and I don't want to. I want to play, like, go through the DLCs and stuff like that with him, because he's a good pilot, but also, like, it's fun to play with him, and I don't want to, like, go through all of a bunch of stuff, like, without him. I don't feel like that'd be fair. So he's at work, and that's partially why I'm playing Tarkov tonight, because I am alone. But I've when I tried to stream this the first time, and I was having issues with Tarkov not running well while streaming, I had some friends in a group with, like, my roommate and stuff, but I don't think any of them are on right now. So tis a loner stream. I'm very glad it's running smoothly. I've wanted to play this for a while. I'll leave it on some of the days. Hey, okay. Reach Trilogy level 3 with prop work. Hell yeah. That one's done. Finally. Appreciate the suppressors, pal. But even on some of the days where I was playing MechWarrior, I was wanting to play this at least a little bit. Just because it is fun, and I like. A bronze lion. Okay, but those aren't. None of these rewards are worth finding one of these. These are hard to find. They're also heavy as hell. No, Scare, fuck you. I'm not giving you one of these. You're a bad person anyway. I don't like you. Out of all of these guys, Scare is not a nice man. And part of getting out of Tarkov is your traders are supposed to be helping you eventually. Of course, you have to do all of their dirty work and stuff like that and figure out why the hell stuff is happening in the first place. So we've still got a long way to go there. Excuse me, I'm eating a pretzel stick. They're very good. But Scare is a common criminal type, I guess. I do not like him, and I never really have. Easy 200k there. I need a spot to put this rifle that isn't just everywhere. Opens up a little bit more room. Let's stash this. I gotta put that little head thing somewhere. So, fun fact. Yeah, callsign Husky is the online friend. No, I that's something else I gotta figure out tomorrow night. I do want to mash out all of the fixing the stream issues and then seeing what I could throw in on Twitch and possibly on YouTube. As far as like extra stuff and fun stuff, that's the plan. I gotta be excuse me. I gotta be an adult and take care of all of that. Ooh, good sell price, good high sell price. So, fun fact. When the chip shortage, well, not necessarily chip shortage, but when the RAM shortage started, Tarkov may increase the rarity of RAM sticks and also the price, thereby, as far as the player-led market. They did the same thing with Bitcoin and like a couple of other things that I'm aware of, which is kind of funny to me that they do that. But it means whatever RAM sticks I find, there's like an easy 150 to 200,000 rubles. But yeah, gotta get the emotes and crap figured out. Because I keep neglecting the nice stuff, and I need to not do that. Like I said, this is the year I'm gonna lock in and do all of the things, because all the groundwork is there. I just gotta stop being a lazy horse. Go and grab a second one. Boom. Easy 180k. Let's try. Okay, still gotta get 5 more PMCs with this rifle. Alright, what else can I do? I don't know if shipping delay is super important, but we'll see. This one, I don't have ray benches, round frames, or a green schmegma. Or how do you pronounce that? Shemag? Shemag. Okay, so the reason why the RAM prices are high, basically like a couple, like, oh, what is on? It's only been like maybe 2 weeks, a little bit before, like around Christmas time, maybe a little bit before. My timetable's a little screwed up on this. It's been a couple weeks. I haven't thought about it much, but OpenAI, the AI company, made I guess made a deal with one of the larger or some of the larger like chip providers and like computer parts providers to where they bought everything that they had and then bought like a couple of years worth of their back stock and like back ordered and stuff like that. So they just undercut the consumer base. And basically what that means is that the companies that make some of the better RAM are giving all of the majority of their stuff to the AI companies, which means there's like no RAM that's going to be like new. So supply and demand dictates that when there is a low supply, the price of it goes up, and well, your $120 RAM stick might as well be like $600 plus now. It's kind of dumb. It's very dumb. I I don't approve of such things because it's kind of screwing the consumer, but everyone's about screwing the consumer. Yeah, it kind of increases the demand, at least from like people who like build like 600 maybe. Like a good RAM stick is insane. How my roomie has checked the price on my roomie's got like really nice RAM sticks. His increased, I forget what the base price of his is, but his RAM sticks increased by like 400 or 500%. So they're like, 4 or 5 times the original price. It's ridiculous. And I'm disappointed. At the least, I don't have to upgrade my computer for a while. Um, and I'm sure the AI bubble will pop before I have to. So maybe the prices will go down the moment that people really start realizing that AI is still not profitable right now and doesn't need to be, a 3-digit billion-dollar or possibly bleeding into the $1 trillion industry. I'm pretty sure it's in the billions, but as far as all of the money circulating around with the computer parts prices and uh the investment and stuff like that, I think we're bleeding into like possibly close to the trillions. I can't wait till that pops. It's going to be fun. People are going to be mad. It's global financial crisis all over again. I don't know if we're going to have people falling out, like jumping out of windows and stuff, like at Wall Street, because that did happen a little bit. It's kind of tragic. It's also kind of funny because finance people are scumbags. Let's be frank here. Goes in there. Indoor children's play cart track and yeah, I could go to interchange, at least get part of that done. I think that's where I'm gonna go. But yeah, the RAM thing is kind of like the GPU thing, like several years ago when yeah, I'm gonna be building my loadout. I've got 2 spots to check. Uh, interchange is like a giant superstore, super mall. It's basically a mall with like 3 large stores attached to it. One's like a knockoff of an IKEA. One is like a hardware store, and the other one is partially a hardware store, but it's mostly a grocery store. And then in the center is like it's just a big mall. And I'm going to bring a couple special things. I've got 2 spots to check. I got to go to the knockoff IKEA and check out a playground that's on the inside of the building. And outside of the IKEA is a go-kart track, and I have to go investigate that. I don't know why I need to be there, but one of the traders thinks it has something to do with Terror Group, which is like the big bads of this game. So it's not appearing in the chat box, I think, because something is being weird with the okay, so like uh Stream Elements has has a plugin that is supposed to allow both chats to show up in OBS. However, it only seems to want to show the chat of the overlay version that I have enabled. And the dumb thing is that I can sign into Stream Elements on YouTube and Twitch, except they don't share overlay bits. The Stream Elements Live plugin is supposed to have that as like a thing that's combined. It was working for a time. Either something isn't updated or something is screwed up, but it's not functioning. And I need to learn why and get that taken care of tomorrow and figure out what it is that I got to do. I think on the YouTube side, hang on, let me test. If I type that into the YouTube, and I think that will pop up because that's the one I might be signed in on. Unless it wants to be stupid. Wow, it's even being stupid for that one. That's not showing up. Oh, wait, nope, there it is. Okay, so the YouTube, I was wrong. I thought that was the Twitch one that I was signed in on. Apparently not. It's the YouTube one. So the YouTube side is showing the chat. The Twitch side is not. I actually, I've got time. I could swap that overlay over. That way the chat is visible. But it's not going to show... It's not going to show YouTube chat, but I can at least fix that. Please nobody shoot me while I'm doing this. Rock. Okay, copy. So, give it a second. Okay, type something. This might work for it, and I need to figure out how to get them both. Let me test it on my own Twitch. Test. Okay, it's showing up on my Twitch, so if you chat, it should be showing up there. Yes. Yep, DMR. Sniper rifle. 308, hits like a truck. SR-25. It's got a big scope. It's long. Has a suppressor. I got a green laser on it, although it's a little hard to see. Green. It also goes green in flashlight or infrared, which you can't see the infrared because I'm not wearing nods. I love me some DMRs. This one, it's supposed to have a slightly different setup on it, but I kid you not. I was playing last week, and I'm using this partially because there's a quest I'm supposed to kill PMCs, which are like not the scavenger looking dudes, like they're the dudes with the actual armor and stuff, you know, like me, just minus the Santa hat, you know, an actual helmet or something. I have to wear the Santa hat because it's cold, and if I don't wear a nice warm hat, I will literally freeze to death because this is the Christmas event, and that stops in 3 days. But it would have a different suppressor and a slightly shorter scope on it. But a week ago, before like the Christmas stuff kind of kicked off, there's a quest called Test Drive, where I'm supposed to take a different rifle, fires the same round, it's just an M1A, which it looks like an M14 basically. You're supposed to kill PMCs with that, with the same suppressor and the same scope, specifically. But then, like, a week or so ago, they swapped it to the SR-25, which is this weapon. And luckily, I hadn't made any progress on it, because M1As are kind of hard to come by, especially with some of the gear. But I already kind of built this thing out a little bit, so it's like, oh, that's weird, but I can just swap the parts on it. So I did. And I love it. I kind of wish I had the 1.6 on it instead of a 1.8, but it works. No, not in... the M1A is the version that is in here. I don't think it has a giggle switch. I'm pretty sure it's just semi-automatic. Because the M1A is partially... It's kind of a military, but also a civilian variant. Like, you can get... Here's knockoff IKEA. All the tracks right there, and the playground's on the inside. But you can get an M1A, like, as a civilian. It's just a semi-automatic M14 looking rifle. This one, sadly, doesn't have a giggle switch besides it, other than it looking like an AR. Okay, we got that one. And we get into IKEA. There are other 308s that have a giggle switch. I have... Actually, I may not have one. I don't think I have a giggle switch 308 rifle right now. But there's one that's a bullpup that I really like. It's called an MDR. And a bullpup, all it means is the... I have company.
Charlie.
PMC down. That makes 4 more for this quest. He also called me Charlie, which, pal, this isn't Vietnam. You can hear the footsteps because I have headphones. And he was close enough. There is someone up here, and I think someone up here. Yep. Wait, no? Sir? Sir, get back here. Is he charging me, or is he running? He's charging me. I hit him with the first round. I was gonna walk over and steal a grenade from this guy's pockets and lure him out. No, he just did it for me. I will take his grenades though. Well, he could have been afraid of me, but judging by him charging, I don't think he was, and he should have been. He really, really should have been. Stick this in the backpack so I can have these on hand. I'll need the green flare. So, ooh, I'll take this contact force though. I'll need the flare soon. Because we're going to be running back the way we came. And I have a firework rocket. Here's the playground. Welcome to IKEA. Or IDEA. There's normally not Christmas lights. But it's a nice touch. Back there is like... just... like room... like, you know, real fake room setups like an actual IKEA. But they've all been kind of trashed because I guess people around here don't have any standards. Okay, there's the brighter. And it's a light with a red laser. Hell yeah. So, I've got a couple backup guns now. I'm gonna check this real quick. There could be nice things in here. Nah, I got food. I don't need those noodles. I'm good. UV lamp. Don't need it. Don't need that. The main thing I'm looking for in here is a graphics card. Which let's see if the streamer luck happens and I find one somewhere in here. I need one more to complete a quest. I have 2 of them turned in, but finding another one has been rather rough. They're very, very hard to find. I know a couple spots where they could be. Yoink. But otherwise, I haven't seen them. I think I've only found 3 of them total. I need to turn in... I don't know what my in-raid time is, but I've done 167... Hang on, PMC. I've done 99 raids as a PMC. I've done many more... Well, not necessarily many more, but I've done more as a scav as well, where you're just playing as one of the locals, and you get a free kit, and the other scavs won't shoot at you, as long as you don't hurt them and whatnot. And I've only found 3. I needed 1 graphics card for 1 quest, and I needed 3 more for another, and there isn't one here. Oof. So, we're gonna go back the way we came. And just get out of... We're gonna go back the way we came, and we're gonna get out of the building. Did I loot you? I did not. And we're gonna shoot off the firework rocket because it's not necessarily just a firework rocket. It comes with presents. Because Santa has come to Tarkov. And he swapped out the sleigh for like a, I don't know, a C-130. You'll see. I'm just gonna get back to the highway. And I brought the big bag just for this. One of the things that they added a while back, before I started getting back into this, like late last year, was this used to just be completely fenced off back here. There's like a rail yard this way, and it just goes down on the back. You'll see here pretty soon. Train tracks. This used to have a fence behind it, like where that concrete one is right there, and it was just fenced off all the way to this big train gate that is right over here. And that used to be closed. Well, I guess maybe a year or so ago, they expanded the map, and they also opened up some of the areas outside the mall around like the rear end, but they opened that up, no secret stash, and they added an entire camp back here that has a lot of nice things. 3 of the graphics cards I needed for quests, I found them back here. I have not seen one since I got my 3rd one, which sucks. I'm convinced that they nerfed the loot pool back here, which they probably did because there's a lot less fuel around Christmas time than there was before, because there's always like fuel cans and crap just all over the place. And that is no longer the case. You still find some nice things, but it's a lot harder to get. I'll get in the camp. I got a couple spots to look at and loot, and then I'm going to pop the firework. And you'll get to see Santa rolling in. Partially frozen fish in a can. Gotta love it. That looked like a guy for a second, but the snow just wasn't rendered right. Fuel can. Although before Christmas, there was always like 3 or 4 out here. Especially like right over here. At the least, if I come here and I need gas, well, I just come here and I don't need gas anymore, so it's just gas. There's always at least one. This is where I found my graphics cards, and I have yet to see a single one here again. I'm convinced they nerfed it. Check up here for Pop the Flare. Just a nice item. Or nice ammos up here. Come on, get up. Yoink. Yeah, I'll hold off on that. What I just yoinked? Was an ammo box. This is full of BP, which I'll keep it. I'll keep it packed for right now. But BP ammo is one of the. It's like the second best AK ammo that you can find. Ah, here we go. This is money right here. Moonshine. This, it's like $500,000 on the market. And people buy it frequently. Good 308s in there. I'll keep that. Probably good 7.62 in there. Yeah, this. It's a 545 by 39 BP ammo. It's got 120 rounds in there. It's kind of valuable. Unless you were referring to a different item. Because there was a couple of different items up there. Gauge stuff with that. Don't need any of that. Alright. I got like a couple more of these huts to check, but get that ready. Because that's our ticket out of here. There's an extract right through there. Wait for it. Okay, Santa is taking his time. Come on. Wait. Wait, I can hear it. There he is. That's got fun stuff in there. So while that falls to the ground, I'm going to search. Normally, I guess... Oh, yes, another ram stick. Please, please, yes. Thank you. Extra money. But normally, the it's a red colored flare that drops supply crates. But for Christmas, it's a Christmas firework. Oh, Cultist Funko Pop. I've been looking for one of these. He's got a weird knife. Take this so I can condense some loot down. Okay, I think the crate has dropped, so I gotta check these couple more huts, and then I can go check the box. And hopefully have enough space to start stuffing stuff in there. Which I should. No LEDX or defib. Oof. PS ammo, don't need it. Rip rounds, don't need it. Nuts and bolts. Nice ammo. Okay, don't need this. Crate time. Here is our prize from Santa Claus. Also, what's kind of fun with Tarkov is that if you're it's a little low poly because of my lowered graphic settings, but if you're a popular enough like content creator who plays Tarkov, they'll literally create a special item for you and put it in the game. This is a YouTuber / streamer by the name of General Sam. This is his item. It's Rat Cola. And ratting is where you just kind of sit in a cheap corner and shoot people unexpectedly and use cheapish tactics, if effective. Immoral tactics in order to get an upper hand on your enemy. That's his special. I don't think I can sell that yet, but that's money right there. It's a giant air filter. Sweet. Okay, I can't attach that in RAID. Another chocolate bar, that's money. Ooh. Okay, that's a lot of guns, actually. Okay, so I'm going to ditch that and see what I can migrate. Because these guns are going to be worth a bit more. But I don't think I'm going to be able to hold... Maybe I can. Ditch the 9mm. Let's move all this to my rig. Okay, sweet. I can hold it. New gun. Ah! I'll take the scope. That's a free scope. Nice. Oh, 73 kilos. I love to see it. Thank you, Santa. So here's our ticket out of here. Let's go right here. And that means I'm friendly. So then the sniper in the trees somewhere over here isn't gonna dome me. It was surprisingly quiet here. There's usually like 2 to 5 guys that show up. I guess nobody did. Dummy treats. What a job well done. Not the most action-packed one, but there's a step done. That was also the last firework that I had. So I won't be having any more of those. Can I even fit this anywhere? Yes, I can. I can't sell it yet. What's the price? These are expensive. Actually, that's not that expensive at all. I could buy like 12 of those and still have a little bit of money left over. Good lord. Either people are just finding them or they have somehow lost some value. I don't know which. chocolate bars. Sell. Those will sell pretty quick. Ram stick. Yeah, we'll go ahead and chart. Nope, wrong button. This ram stick could be yours for $199.99. It's too many nines. That'll sell pretty quick though. And there it goes. This I could sell for, let's go for 40. That should sell fairly quickly. Yep, there it goes. Okay, yeah, it was full of BCP. What about you? Also BCP FMJ. So these ones I can just buy outright, just not with all these nice things on it, but these are easy to come by. These are not. So this is a Scar, Scar H, LB, it's the black one. This is the same caliber as this, except this one has a giggle switch. But I still need to be using this one for a quest. So at least I'll transfer some of the parts over to here. Don't know when I'm going to put that side on, but I do like these hollow suns. Store that for later. But that SR25 I will sell. I also need to see what prop we're selling at Loyalty 3 now. What you got? What you got, buddy? Cyclone Shotgun 3.7 times thermal scope. It looks like a giant flashlight. What does that even mount to? Mounts to this. Okay. That's minus. Oh, that's a heavy scope. Minus 21 ergo. 2 ram sticks. I mean, I could buy one. The topographical maps. How many of those do I have? Two, three. Ugh, I need another scav jump box here pretty soon, or I need to actually use these somehow. 4. Okay, so that would leave me with 2 maps. And I have plenty of flash drives. Those things used to be a lot more rare, and I've been finding them like crazy. Magnus Equus. A fellow equestrian? Have I committed fratricide? You know what? Best not to ask any questions. Let's just not ask any questions. And we've made almost a mil just from that one. Huzzah. Already got one of these, so go ahead and sell that. it's 300 blackout. I don't use 300 blackout. It's at least kind of valuable there. Alright. Do we fix this gun? Not quite yet. Okay, that is a proprietary mag. And you will be getting extra use very soon. As soon as I'm done with or lose this rifle. Let's see, where can we go? Wait. I don't need to be carrying around the giant backpack. Let's take the small one, just so I'm not super overweight. Because with the extra mag and all this ammo, as soon as I hit past like 42 kilos, I start getting slow. To where my stamina drains just by walking, as opposed to only running and crouching, or standing up and jumping and stuff like that. And passive stamina drain is not very fun to deal with. Okay, we're gonna go. And not a lot of rewards there. I can do that on a different time. What about all these miscellaneous any location stuff? Run the place, take some of my spare parts. I can understand tools and equipment. But why the fuck would someone take the wheels? You're not gonna build a second BTR like that. It needs a spare tire. Isn't there another BTR on Woods that's just parked? I want to say there is. Hang on. Where are these at? Vitamins, part 1. Emercom. Okay, I do have that key. So a round tin in the back corner of Mantis. That is the Emercom medical unit key I've got, right? That's not the... Yes, it is. I'll put on my key tool in case I find any more keys and I can throw them in there. Alright, looks like we're going back to the mall. But I'm gonna need another gun. I'm already too heavy. Might be. Do I have another 2A2 stem? I do. Okay, we're going back to the mall. This time we're going inside. And we're going to be seeing more action because we're actually going into the mall. Oh, why am I side-faced? Did I hit the button? I didn't mean to be side-faced. So, more action. We're actually going inside the mall. Like, deeper. But I gotta get the power station first. Turn on the power to the mall. And hopefully Keela is not stalking the place. But he probably will be. Which at that point, I'll kill him in glorious combat, or he'll just absolutely murder me. He's not to be trifled with. Okay, please spawn me somewhere near the power station, please. Please. Pretty please. We're on the other side. Okay. Okay, I'm not super heavy yet. So I gotta get on the other end of the mall there, which that won't take long. It shouldn't, anyway. Hey, hey, you got a big bag. Is that a Terminator? No, it's not. It's the antler bag. Got anything nice in there, pal? Nope. You know, besides not having a dust cover, that's actually a very, very good Saigon 9. He's also got the banana mags, which those are just fine. Oh, he's also got banana mags. This one's also... it's only slightly worse. These two are kind of stacked. Not gonna lie. I was expecting PMCs, because most of the time they kind of start around here and then move into the mall. But I guess it was just those two jokers for right now. Shooting at the back end of the mall. Railway. Okay, so I gotta make this very quick. If I spawned on that side, opposite of the railway extract, which is that way, towards the end of the highway, I could just run up here, hit the power, go in, grab what I needed. Oh, fuck. Suka yourself, sir. Where are you at? I do not see him, but I want him dead. Hello? There he goes. He's also got a very big bag on him. I'm gonna go check the corpse. Just real fast. I gotta be quick. I got 35 minutes. Well, 30 minutes realistically. But if I get caught in the mall having to shoot a bunch of people, we're not gonna have a lot of time. And sadly, I'm not gonna be able to collect this guy's bag, because that's way too damn heavy. That's actually a decent AK. Ooh, salad. That's money. Oh, man. My chair stuffing is not holding up very well anymore. I believe this chair was a hand-me-down compared to my last two. Gamer chairs are not great. They only hold up for a little while. Whenever I end up being able to buy another chair, which is probably a long while, I'm getting a nice office chair, not a gamer chair. I've had two of those. This is technically the third, but it's a hand-me-down. But the stuffing doesn't last longer than like 2 years, and then half the time the mechanisms break and the arms get loose, and it's like, okay, they're probably overcharging for this damn chair. nearest power station. Nope, that's not a dude. Oh, that's a dude, though. There we go, I finally got one in motion. So it's like slightly, if they're walking, it's like slightly halfway through the crosshair. Hey, Husky. You ever think about how much it would suck if your local grocery store closed and you had to hunt for food? Don't. Is it closed? I mean, it is late, and nothing is ever open 24 hours anymore. If you're looking for like larger Little Debbie's or something, which sit down, son. If you're looking for like box Little Debbie's. Yeah, thanks COVID. You can thank COVID for all kinds of crap, frankly. Nope, nothing good here. Like large Little Debbie's, you're not gonna be able to find like boxes, but I mean, you could go to a fucking gas station and spend way too much on like a box's worth of singles. Of course, that would be kind of a waste of money because at that point, you'd be overpaying. But it is an option. It fucking sucks that Walmart isn't, like, even Walmart isn't open 24 hours anymore. They used to be, for the most part, but now they just, as soon as you go in, we'll go Wally World after we're a crock pots. Ooh, chicken fried rice? Hell yeah. But, like, okay, I went shopping last night before Walmart closed. And they close at like 11 p.m. I went and got there at like 9:45. You know what they're doing past like 8 or 9 o'clock at night when there's significantly less people in the store? They're already stocking the shelves, which they could just do that overnight, and they just choose not to. Or, you know, they could just keep the store open, which they choose not to. COVID is over with. There's literally no reason not to return to form. It's just, oh, we've got to somehow save money. It's like you're losing business by not having the new night owls out and shopping at your place. You're losing money to some degree. You still have to keep the lights on. You still have to have, like, I don't know, people or someone at least watching through the fucking CCTV for the security system, I'm sure. Please, Keela, do not be in my path. I don't need that smoke. I could probably kill him, just not through the face or the chest, because my rounds are not going to do that. But I don't need that smoke today. RN Jesus be merciful. Okay, Mantis and Emercom. This is where the fun begins. When it's still lunchtime, we don't. Can't go to bed till 6 a.m. Lunch. Do they open at 6? I thought it was like 7 a.m. Maybe that's when they open around here. Ooh, chocolate bar. Okay, here's Emercom. Both of what I'm looking for should be inside. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, maybe a LEDX or something. That's not a LEDX. Actually, why am I collecting syringes? I don't need syringes. I've got like 12 of those. How much are you prepping of your, ooh, purple ornament. Thank you. How much are you, how much are you prepping of your chicken fried rice? There's one. I don't think these are vitamins. Even though the quest is called vitamins. Yoink. Take something in a different building. I don't have to go until after. Oh! Silent alarms are always fun. They don't even let you know that you've done something bad. Or, you know, you're just trying to do your job. Welcome to low trust society, I guess. Alarm everything. Okay, well, nothing super good in here, but we have one item. Kind of sad nothing really good showed up in here. Now we have to get to Mantis without dying. If I'm not mistaken, Mantis... Oh, fuck, that's Keela. Ugh. Here, fucking enjoy this, you fucking prick. He's got his Christmas gear on today. I was parked in the front of my hospital with a cop with his cherry and berries flashing. Passed her way into an arrest. And oh, nice. I think she had an erroneous idea that she was on federal property. She could be. That's not how that works. I think you probably came across a very stupid person. That is very funny. Okay, so problem. Keela is right where I need to be going. Do I have any mags that are full of... What's this one full of? Okay, M80 mag. Police nowhere to be seen. Two cruisers sitting there with no... What, are they fucking taking a late, like a midnight lunch break? If I was a cop, I would just have my lunch break in the cruiser. Like, I don't want to sit down at a restaurant with a bunch of other people. with my cop car easily accessible. How's my armor doing? Not great. Is that the back plate he shot at? Okay, he's got something nasty in there. My back plate is broken. That's not going to protect me go shit anymore. I didn't even see what he had on him. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Fucking run. Hopefully he's going to stay in the center where he belongs. And I'm going to check the tech spot upstairs. And I'm going to skedaddle and just hope to God that if I come back here another time, he's not going to be there. Upstairs. Oh, he's hurt. I also heard a suppressed round. Is that him again? If he's behind me, I'm going to be fucking pissed. No, but that guy's there. And now he's not. Huh. It's at least a half decent looking 870. Someone on my left. Oh shit, he's still here. Okay, we should just leave. Okay, y'all can back off. No more grenades. Shit. Yep, he's still here. Ah, damn it. Oh, I thought I could fucking... God damn it, Keela. Now I'm sad. So, I may not be getting that rifle back. Because there are scavs everywhere. Which means one of those motherfuckers probably is going to pick that up. I only got 911 XP. This is just about as tragic. Ow. There's every boss so far in this game I'm kind of afraid of. Sort of. There are two that I would say I'm the most frightened of simply because of just where they can where they can spawn is damn near unavoidable. One is Keela, because he can be anywhere in the mall. He'll usually just pick a store, or he'll wander the mall, and the moment he hears something slightly outside of his area, he'll just fucking chase you down. Husky's at work, I think, so he can't hop on. I'm pretty sure he has Tarkov. He just hasn't touched it in a long while. I wouldn't mind playing Tarkov with him though. Well, I died. I died to. Can I pull up his picture? And I lost the item that I was hunting for in that trip. Here, I'll even say that's not a JPEG. I need a JPEG. That's a WebP. Okay, let's just I'll forego the Christmas outfit and I'll just pull up a picture of him. Open link in new, or open image in new. Okay, that's too tiny though. Okay, I got murder boned by let's see, display capture. Okay, I got murder boned by this asshole. This guy stalks the mall that I was in, and he's got a big gun. And as you can see, he has a giant steel helmet with he's wearing an Adidas tracksuit, and he did the same thing with his helmet. I'm pretty sure he murder boned me with that weapon as well. It was... Yes, I want to remove display capture. It was not fun. It was not fun at all. Mr. Keela is an asshole. I thought I would outrun him and just run to the other side of the store and make a quick exit. That did not happen because he fucking followed me. I already soaked enough of his back shots that my rear armor was worthless. So there goes that nice SR-25. The scavs are probably going to pick it up, and I may not be getting that back, which sucks because I need that for a quest. But I'm pretty sure I have a scope that I need in storage somewhere here, and I'm pretty sure I can just buy another suppressor of that specific kind. But that is still unfortunate. I'll put that away for right now. But at the least, that gives me the opportunity to use some different armors. Which I think I'll use this one. It's a smaller vest, but it's half the weight of this one, which I was thinking about, but it has a little bit less storage. I'll make it work. Can I get side plates for it? I want side plates. Tier 4 plates should still be fine in there. I think they'll forego going back to the mall for right now. See, Keela's scary because the armor and the face mask, those are all like level 5 or 6 armor. And the rounds I was using for both of my guns, not very good for the handgun. It's like my handgun is only good for like tier 3 and lower. It's not going to pen very well for what he's got. And then, okay, I don't have any of those other ones, but the other ones are only 37 pen, which is still like 13 under what I would really need to penetrate his armor very well. I think even with those M80 rounds in there, that's only like 40 something. If I wanted to kill him, I'd literally need to bring something like this. 65 pen. That's going to punch right through him. But I don't have a lot of these. And I was mostly banking on not running into him. Or these M61s, 60 pen. Those would do it. I don't like hunting Keela unless I have something that I can spray his legs with, which I've only done a handful of times ever. Or if I've got something that hits like a truck and has at least like 50, 60 pen. Otherwise, it's a fucking pipe dream. Or maybe a lucky hand grenade. He's not a very nice man. Okay, so what do I want to do and what are my weapon options for such the task? I don't think I have the key for that one. This one I don't think would be too hard, but the cottages is what I'm worried about. Because the cottages has a boss that can spawn there. If not, he's in the resort on the shoreline map. If I prefer to fight him in the resort, definitely not in open ground, because the open ground has no cover. Very little cover. That's heavy, though. That's also heavy, regardless of being called the high mobility kit. It's also missing the side plates, which those aren't expensive, but... Ugh. Bring an AFAC. I lost nearly a fresh grizzly med kit too. Those are awesome. That makes me sad. And I lost my heavy handgun. I'm not happy about that either. Where's that other face mask? There you are. I hope I don't lose the other one of these masks. These things are pretty nice. I'm not getting any more of these for a while. I would hate to lose them. It's sad. Here we go. Contact force will work. Bring the micro grenades. Where do I want to go? This rifle will work at just about any range. Come on. Okay, so I am heavy. Not too heavy. Oh, what am I thinking? I need ammo. There we go. That'll work. Those are in the pocket. I don't know if I want to go to woods with this setup. Reserve, I don't know very well. I could go to customs. I know where I can find another graphics card, which I do need one. And this should be enough to take out anyone inside the dorm rooms. There's a... On this map, there's a dorm area where like a bunch of workers like lived to work at a factory that is like down the road and like technically is a different map. You know, quick commute to work like that. All provisions provided, that kind of deal. Well, most provisions provided. And there's a boss that may or may not be in the dorms who has set up shop in there, or he's at the gas station on the same side of the map. But if he's at the gas station, it means I'll have to deal with his scabs and regular dudes. But if he is there, he's not that hard to kill. The problem is, his name is Rashala. Rashala is a coward. He likes to hide behind his meatwall friends who have all the armor. And most of the time, the nicer guns. With armor-piercing ammo. You kill too many of his friends, or if you wound him, he literally runs and hides behind his meat shield friends. If you kill all of them, he literally just runs away and literally just leaves the map. He's a coward. And if he and the boys are there, it's going to get interesting. But I'm much more comfortable fighting them in the dorm than I am at the gas station, because most of the time they don't want to leave the dorm. But the gas station, they'll just flank. Alright, perfect. We're not too far from it. I'm kind of hoping that they're there, but at the same time, I'm also hoping they aren't. They are troublesome. Welcome to the dorms. What keys do I have here? 110, 105. In the guard's desk here. Let's take it nice and quiet. Oh, it's Santa. Did he drop something for me? Well, I guess he didn't want to give me anything. Pay your debt, Kozlov. Nowhere to run. Okay, so I've been waiting. So this is where it's been. Find out what Kozlov was involved in. Investigate his room. Okay. Santa, do not get in my way. Immediately crouches onto the corpse I just shot. Sir? Santa, what did I tell you? Are you looting him? No, he's not. I don't think... Ooh, yoink. I don't think Mr. Rashala is here. He and the boys likely would have made their presence known by now. Already sent a letter to your home address, but received no reply. And I have a recording that proves everything we talked about. The recording didn't survive in full, but it's definitely enough for your investigation. Possibly getting stopped more often. They search him and check everything he's carrying. So I can only hand over the recording in person to avoid any risk. I've already started receiving threats from someone and plan to hide out of town. There's a place. Pasha will help you find it. I'll be waiting there for you to hand over the recording. Well, I didn't exactly bring my Oh. Yes. Okay. I definitely need to make sure I leave. I need one of these. I need one of those intelligence folders. Overseer's key, sweet. It's actually a room I can check in the other dorm. Let's see. Kozlov. Ask the traders about Anastasia. Actually, let's go out the north side. At least what I call north. Oh, but I still need to hit 105, and I'm pretty sure this is safe in there. Okay, fine, I'll loop it. Fuck it, may as well check this. No spare key. I'll take the 40 micro. Excuse me, Santa. Is there a window I can jump out of? Maybe this will work. Yep. Go, 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 go. 105. I'm pretty sure there's another safe in here. Yes, there is. There's nothing in there. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna loot the building. We're coming from the north side. If I'm lucky, the escape car is out here, and I can just get out quickly. Okay, it is here. That's right, second floor on this side. The other one's locked. $103, $220, $214. Okay. $214. Okay, yeah, we're leaving the Mazzoni. It's like 40-something kilos, which is like all of my inventory weight. And it's only worth like 40 grand. It's not worth it. Well, I guess Rashal and the boys aren't here, which if that gunfire I was shooting or hearing out that way, maybe they're at the gas station. Yeah, come on up here, bro. Free crackers. Sweet new key. Okay, so 204. Hello. Any... Oh, is this it? This might be the Overseer's office, or it's... Was it the Overseer's office? Okay, so it is this one. Real fake jacket. That's a real fake jacket. Front door. Okay, what was the point of this other than some weapons? Is there anything nice in here? I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be nice things in here, potentially. Not even the... Oh, come on, man. I can't even take the posters. What's up with the heat lamps? Or is that mood lighting? For all the girls he's not bringing over. Tool 4. Nerd. Okay, 306. Here we go. Please have something nice. I'm pretty sure the one I'm looking for that has the gaming PC should be on the other end. That might have a GPU in it, if I'm lucky. And there is. Absolutely nothing in here, too. Did Santa come in and steal everything? Is that where he got all of his Christmas gifts? Is that why the loot table is fucked? One of these rooms. This is marked room. This has very nice things in it. This guy died in not a fun way. Damn. Poor bastard. Damn it, which one of these had a gaming PC? Definitely not the pooper room. I'm not too worried on time, at least. Push comes to shove, I can just hoof it that direction towards my actual extracts. But if I miss the van, it's not a big deal. Maybe it's on the first floor. I'm going to recheck the second, just in case. So I'm fairly certain it's around this end is where it's supposed to be. Oh, here it is, here it is. GPU? Oh, but I'll take the ramp stick. Oh, of course it was literally in the room right next to the one I searched. Okay. Well, no GPU. But we got RAM. We got company. Is my roommate up? Bro, it's like fucking 3 a.m. I hope I didn't wake him. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Okay, we got company. Anyone else? Yep. We have more customers. Minutes. Still got plenty of time. Check that ground floor. See if I can draw them out with looting noise. Holy shit! Yep, that got their attention. Y'all didn't see that, I whiffed those. What ammo were you packing, pal? FMJs. That is a really well-conditioned G36, though. Holy shit. Did he just, like, spawn with it? Oh, I need these glasses. I think he spawned with it, given the condition, but he's got TT. Where does your handgun, sir? Did you drop it? It's actually decently built. It's missing a part on the front, but damn. Nice. He's outside. And now his brains are outside. Let's make this quick. Okay, that's Santa. He's about to ice him. Ooh, Zagistan. Anti-bleed. How much ammo? Was this full? I'm curious. Almost full. Was it a scav? Last I checked, Santa doesn't speak. No? I guess he does speak. Wait, nope, that's not Santa. Perfectly new Glock. Okay, I don't need croutons. I'll take those two things. Nope, not posters I can pick up. You can acquire posters like this, though. I've got a couple that are slightly not safe for work, or at least very suggestive. They're hanging up in my hideout. That's the pooper. That's also a pooper. Nope. That's just completely blocked off. Nothing. Just a whole lot of nothing. Oh, this might have something. Or it's completely empty. Yep. I see how it is, game. You give me an easy time, not spawning the boys up in here. That's not Santa. Well, thank God for aim punch. I forgot the Christmas tree was out here. Ooh, tangerine. Red ornaments. Oh, Oh, there's a purple. Pretty sure that's just Santa. Is the car still here? I hope that car is still here. I can make it. I can make it otherwise. 10 minutes is plenty of time. Yes! Okay, here's a little Funko Pop of the guy that killed me in the mall. He's not a nice man. You know what? Those aren't bad flip-up iron sights. It's not a bad looking rifle either. It's like pulse rifle-y. I actually like this. And it can be folded. Okay. Repairs up to 98%. I mean, I've already got like several M16 things. There's not much purpose in keeping it other than that it's cool and I can buy them and buy the parts for them. I'll enjoy another pretzel rod. Crunchy. Ooh. Ophthalmoscope. Okay, one intelligence folder out of however many I need at this point. Do I have pressure gauges? think I need 2 for something. Actually, I think I'll hold on to that one. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, that. This Augustin, I'll hold on to. This, I'll hold on to. Sell those. Well, even still, that was still kind of a worthwhile run. Figured out where that new key goes. Actually, hold on to that. Christmas is still on for a couple more days. I think it's worth $484. The tangerine. Check the hideout. Oh. Give me some nutty buddies. Chat, will you be my nutty buddy? It's not load. These things come with 2 on them. Wafer chocolate peanut butter wafer cookie. Little Debbie. I need more fuel here pretty soon. Christmas is still for 3 days. I can get a couple more of those. Okay, big empty fuel cans, small empty fuel can, tube of toothpaste, and a plastic tube. 4 hours. So not a good trade, but I'll get something. Huh. 10 beers would actually be... It's actually a good reduction there. That's weird. Where are people selling this for euros? Okay, well those have no reason to be that expensive, but okay. Noted that those are actually kind of worthwhile. I'll make a fuel can. Why not? This will favorite that. Shoots it back up to the top, and boom. Oh yeah, my weapon rack is done. Hang on, let me turn the lights on in my hideout so I can actually go in and see. Okay, so they always go horizontal. Just can't forget that I have this. And that I have extra guns in storage. Okay, this was the original gun that was for that one quest. I was using this suppressor and a Voodoo 1.6. I just swapped it onto the SR25 when I noticed that quest. But I kept a different body because I think I needed it initially for that quest. So you need like 3 parts, and now you only need 2 in a much more easily available rifle. Which, it's good. I like that they changed up that part of the quest. Yeah, other than handguns, I can't really fit anything else. But that at least saves me some inventory space. These are also my highest level dog tags of PMCs I've killed. I got enough slots for 3 of them, and I could improve this place a little bit more. Six. Oh my god. 54 hours for my library? Okay. I mean, I need it. Water collector's not done. I need Gen 3 and Workshop 3 for this. And, yeah, it's going to be bought before solar power. Intel Center. Oh, what did I click? What did I click? See, these aren't hard to get. These aren't hard to get. It's these. I have to find them in raid, which means quest rewards, or I have to find them like I did before. And they're not easy to come by. Also, Computer Furry back here is trying to help me get out. But what if I don't want to get out of Tarkov? Because I don't want to. It's too fun here. Even if I die horrible deaths. Ah, fuck. I fucked it up and I broke my arm. I don't want to waste an use splint. I'll just use one of those. Fuck. That hurt. Yeah, you can break your arm by screwing up at the gym. But it helps level strength and endurance a little bit. Almost at level 12 there. 6.6 carry weight. I'm pretty sure my max carry weight. We still at like 27. Okay, 27 point something. Seems to still be my limit. Which endurance is what's responsible for your stamina usage and your stamina amount, but if you're overweight, you're not leveling it, which is kind of dumb. Because you have to be not overweight. And for strength, you have to be overweight. And strength is by far easier and faster to level up. So, at a certain point, I will be strong enough to carry, you know, not with a giant backpack that weighs like 4 kilos plus ammo. But at least with this rig, it's a lot smaller. But if I ran like an SMG or something with this setup instead of a giant rifle and a big revolver, I'd probably end up leveling endurance a little bit, at least until I started picking things up. Okay. Make some room. Pin them. I don't need that as azimuth. Four a.m. Okay. Well, oh, I need to talk to them. Probably getting off here momentarily, but I need to talk to my traders and ask them about this one guy. And there's two people I have in mind that I think know something. It's going to be propor, skier, or mechanic. Pretty much anyone who works in customs or worked in the factory.
Ты ко мне по делу? Или бахнем по маленькой?
Well, why not both? Why not business and a quick drink?
Как тебе вообще прийти в голову могло, что я в курсе таких дел? Чао, Буратино. Заглядывай еще.
Okay, so he doesn't know about Anastasia. Therapist?
Добрый день, молодой человек. К сожалению, не владею такой информацией. С вами приятно иметь дело. Заходите еще.
It's kind of cool that you can actually talk to the traders now.
Опа! Ну заходи, чё стоять?
I bet you know something about Anastasia.
Знаю такую. А у тебя что за
Yeah, I know
интерес?
that one. Where you asking though?
Ладно, ладно.
Not my
Лезть в твои
business,
дела не
but-
буду. Но ты же понимаешь, что важная инфа нынче денег стоит. Если сделаешь для меня кое-чего, так расскажу, что сам знаю.
Sort a job and he'll tell me. Okay.
Короче, был у меня Кент один. Жесткий, но правильный. Сейчас он не при делах, но хата в городе за ним одна осталась. Ее и надо открыть. С друганом связи сейчас нет. Но кое-что проверить надо. Как откроешь, возвращайся. А дальше я уже своих кабанчиков отправлю, разберутся. Чё? Умеют? А еще они умеют выбивать дурь из особо борзых мозгов. Проверять будешь, нет? Тогда не задавай тупых вопросов. Без ключа не выгорит.
Okay, so we have to go find a guy's room in the city. I asked him why his guys couldn't do it, and he actively threatened me. I don't like Skier. I don't like you, sir.
Только примерное. Записывай. Свидимся.
Does Ragman know anything?
Зачем ты новеньким пришел?
Nah,
До встречи, брат.
guess he wouldn't be the guy. Okay, which apartment? Because I do have a couple of do have a couple of apartment keys. There's a children's hospital? Interesting. Let's see if I've got one of these keys. Okay, I do have it. It's Zemeski. It's the one with the blue tag. And then I have a Rashala's bunkhouse key. Apparently it's involving... I guess this quest involves Rashala. So I have what I need. I have all of it. That at least makes this easier. Now, I wonder if I can buy anything for this weapon. It's not good ergo for that, but that's decent. AK pistol grip adapter. It's a decent pistol grip. Wait, that just looks like that one muzzle brake for the shotguns. I'm pretty sure it's also called a TKPDO or TKPD. I don't have a lot of ammo for this, but I do want to give it a try someday. Oh. Okay. Well, then. Okay, so less recoil, 129 damage. It pins at 37. And there's basically a 50% chance to bleed heavy, 80% to bleed light. So anything I hit with this is gonna get wrecked. Wait, what was the price on that? Those looked expensive. Almost 1,600 a round. That's not bad. I've already got some FMJs though. Same bleed stats, but instead of recoil, it's accuracy, less damage. 44 pen, and then I have 7 and 33, 56 pen. See, something like this is what I would absolutely swing on Kilo with. Higher recoil though, and a little less accurate. Same bleed chance. This is a Kilo killer right here. This could go right through his fucking face after like round 3. Of course, I'd have to land 3 rounds on him or so, but it would do it. This gun isn't enough. It's only 36 pen, so it would take a while for something like Kilo. Everything else, though, it would do the trick. And I've got another one cooking up. I think before Christmas is over, I'll get one more of these. Wait, is there a backside? Oh, there's a backside. Okay, I can't fit anything else because it's all like long guns and handguns. But that saves me a bit more space. And this thing, I like this gun. I use this semi-often. It's a nice rifle. Well, carbine. And everything else, there's nothing else I can upgrade. These are all maxed down here. Workbench is being held back by just level. How long till I get level 3 of him? 30. Shit, so I've still got like a couple of weeks worth of playing to get him leveled up, because I gotta get leveled up. Workbench 3 should get me a lot of nice things. Whoa. Lag spike. The only thing that is holding me back is vents. Because after vents, I can get generator, and after generator, I can get water collector, and then that opens up everything else. And for here, I'm literally just missing intel folders. Which honestly, hitting the dorms, because there's so many safes in there, that's not a terrible idea. And there's the gaming computer, which that could get me my last GPU, if I'm lucky. I got a RAM stick, which is at least rare enough. But if there's a GPU in there, that could get me that quest done. Maybe there's a route I could make. Run dorms, kill everything, hope Rashala not there. If Rashala is there, just try to murder bone the boys best I can, loot the place, search all the safes, and then I can go to Big Red, go up top, open the door, check the trash can, check the safe. The safe could have an intel folder. The trash can have an intel folder. It's just very rare, unless that's changed. Crack House would be a dangerous check because of the goons, but I think I know how to fight them. It's all about getting them 1v1. And using hard cover, not soft cover. Doable. Difficult, but doable. But I don't think there's anything else I can make. Hours of fuel left. Turn this off. 16 hours. Okay, this will be there by the time I get home. I've got stuff I gotta do after work tomorrow. So, was that an artist? Person? What up? Am I? You serve as a basic like logo and banner. Oh, thank you for the tip. I've got a couple of things that I do have to take care of tomorrow that are along that front. I don't have a logo or a banner yet. I'm still paying off this new model. I kind of went a little backwards on some of the steps there. Are you an artist? I'm already kind of poor. I wouldn't be able to get any projects going. And I've already got like 2 that I work with. I'm good on artists, but thank you for the tip. Hours, that'll be done by the time I'm home. That'll be done. This one doesn't need power. Okay, yeah, we're good there. So I guess it's mostly just running customs until I get my Intel folder and my GPU, and then I can progress a little bit more. Fun. Well, it is a little past 4 a.m. I probably should take that advice on getting a logo, or at least the banner, something nice, and get something for my ex. But I gotta pay this thing off first before I can do that. I forget how much is left on this. This thing was like almost $2,000. It's very nice. Let's say money well spent if I could grow a bit harder. Anyway, it is 4 a.m. 4:13, and I don't want to be up super late, so I'm gonna start my wind down. I don't have an Instagram, but I do have a Discord. If you're gonna throw art at me and be like, "Hey, engage in my services," like I'm good. I appreciate it, but like I'm shit's tight. I hope you understand. I may have a nice model, but I am really a poor boy. But I appreciate the tip. That's probably going to be the next thing that I get, but I've already got a couple of artists that I work with. So, but thank you. But thanks for hopping in. I know I'm about to end it in the stream. So I need to get ready for bed here pretty soon, but I appreciate you at least hopping in and engaging. That's good. Thank you. But so yeah, tomorrow night no stream. I've got to get some back end stuff figured out for the stream. I need to get the YouTube end of chat figured out with Stream Elements, because that was working like 2 weeks ago, and now it's not, and I need to figure that out. Because I'd rather have that working. I don't get as much. I don't get very much traffic at all from YouTube. Twitch it still is, but I mean it's another avenue. So I do that. Job stuff, back end stuff. So I'm gonna have a full night tomorrow, but Friday, Saturday, I'll be back with more Mech Warrior, because Husky should be off of work, and then we can re-engage in that for like 2 days. I don't know if I'll be streaming this weekend, which my weekend is Sunday through Tuesday. It just depends on if I need to do more back end stuff, which I hope I can get most of it solved tomorrow night. But as far as a few things, like some of the emotes and shit that I've had made, I think I might still need to get up to affiliate, but I'll have to double check, which I'm still like, what, 13 followers off? Where am I at? There we go. Where am I at here? Well, I've had concurrent viewers. I'm at 37 followers. I think I need to hit 50. But I've had a lot more concurrent viewers in the last couple of days, especially being at night and being consistent. So I think it's just no. Wait, what? Hang on. Requirements for Twitch affiliate. Days. Oh shit, I might actually be a little closer than I thought. With some of these extra views. 4 different days, which I've definitely done. I've already hit 25 followers. It used to be 50. Okay, so maybe I can actually join the affiliate program and get the email. Okay, that's something to figure out tomorrow. I think I can do that, and maybe I can actually add all the back end shit that I need to. YouTube end of that for like the emotes and shit, I have no idea. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I gotta start my wind down. I gotta get ready for bed. And thank you all for watching and hanging out. Thank you, Stella, for hanging out. Thank you, Husky, for hopping in for a little bit. I hope it was a good day at work. I know you're probably not going to see this afterwards, but thank you for hopping in. And thank you, Amelia Brooks 10, for hopping in. And sorry, I can't really engage your services. I'm a poor boy. Sag. But thank you for the tip. Tis the year of the lock-in, and I'm gonna at least get this more presentable and try to make something of it. Because last year was like setting all the groundwork. This year we're locking in. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off. Thank you all, and hope you all have a good night.